Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We go, work. Look at the 8. Hey, come on, now. Look at the 8.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. We're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gurley. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jason Witten, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Four down. Let's go. Touch 50.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 46. To throw is Wilson. He's going deep for Brock. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Antonio Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On play action, now Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. These two teams all tied after one. Rodgers now on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's second down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
51, Mike 51. Hey, Mike 7.
Here's Rodgers. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. From the 27, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. To throw is Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
A run with Gurley there on first down, going to get about 4 yards. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
218, top. Watch the whip.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Hauschko with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Throwing again on second down. Wilson got a man. It's Brown.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll find Lindsey here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Antonio Brown. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First down, Vikings.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Rodgers now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, 26. Go.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And some room to work. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Edelman was the intended target.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They get 14 there, 1st down Vikings.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Dante Hightower on the stop. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And able to get them inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They try again with Cohen. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the toss, it's Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
50 recon, 132 fighter.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jason Witten, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing is Wilson. That'll be complete to Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Wilson to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now it's Wilson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
What? 1-9. I'll go special. I'll go special. 59.
Now Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, 319. 54. Coming to you.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Walden hurling in for the sack. There's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Edelman there. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Vikings, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.